Hi. Hi. My name's Carter, and I'm gonna be interviewing you today for the World Tour.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me okay?
Huh?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
All right. My name's Carter. Could you hear me just a second ago?
Say that again.
Could you hear me just a second ago? Okay. Well, my name's Carter. I'm gonna interview you for the World Tour.
Okay.
So let's get started. The first question is, what is your name and what country are you going to talk about?
So my name is Tiffany Stinson, and I'm going to talk about England.
Okay. All right. So tell us where you worked, about your family, or anything you want us to know about why you were in that country.
Okay. So I was in the Air Force. I worked on F-15 fighter jets, and I was stationed in England at Lakenheath Air Force Base.
Cool. All right. What are the things you missed most about your country?
It's hard because we really loved England. I'd probably say the friendliness of the people and the food.
What were your favorite foods or some common foods in England?
Probably for my husband, his favorite food was fish and chips, and which is fried fish and French fries. And mine was probably something called bangers and mash, or toad in the hole, which is like a special kind of dough that's wrapped around sausages and it's baked, and then they serve it with mashed potatoes and gravy.
Cool. Okay. Is there really a tea time every day or every once in a while?
It depends. They definitely can have tea time. They have special restaurants that only do tea time in the afternoons. A lot of older generation British people will do tea time every day. And it's usually tea and something called, trying to think what they're called. They're scones, butter scones with clotted cream, butter, and jam. That's what they have usually.
Cool. Okay. What are some of the animals that are common in England?
So it depends on where you're at. But probably where I was at, the region I lived in, there was a lot of farming animals. There's a special kind of cow called a belted Galloway, and it looks just like our black English cows here, except it's got like a white band that goes around the middle of its stomach. And then the other animal that was really common was something called a muckjack, and they were deer, but they were small. They were the size of a like cocker spaniel, and they barked like dogs.
Cool. Okay. How is the relationship between England and America?
Very good. Very good.
Are there any stories, fairy tales, or fun things that you learned while you were in England?
Well, my husband and I considered staying there forever. We loved it so much. One thing I thought was really interesting is we went to the beach while we were there, and it's different than our oceans here. The shore, when you walked out into the water got to about the middle of your calves, and it was like that for almost a mile out into the shoreline, past the shoreline. Instead of it getting deeper, it was really shallow, really far out.
Cool. Okay. Are Are there any stereotypes or misconceptions about England that you would like to share?
Probably that Brits are cold and unfriendly. They're not. They're really, really friendly. And the other thing is that the food is really bland and boring, which it's not because there's a lot of different cultures that live in England that have influenced their food.
Cool. Okay. Next one is, what else do you want us to know about you or England?
Hmm. Well, you know that I told you a couple times now that we've considered living there forever. Both my two older children were born there, so they have two birth certificates. They have an American birth certificate and they have a British birth certificate. So they have dual citizenship until they turn 18, and then they get to pick which country they claim their citizenship with. And then the other thing is, if you get a chance to go visit England, because it's really, really fun.
All right. I think that's it.
All
Thank you.
right. You're very welcome. I hope you have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.